were describing you? Or like my friend George, how would they be describing you?
Huh? We didn't get any advice. You sort of picked up the idea that you didn't fool around with girls. You had to be very careful. But that was about it. There was nothing about sexuality. They were very rigid, pietistic type of people. And I think the two things they said were don't swear and don't drink.
My first encounter with a boy was someone that my brother introduced me to. His name was Morris Campbell. I was 19 years old.
We went to a movie.
Nice.
We very furtively and secretly held hands.
Remember the movie?
No.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Morris Campbell's holding your hand.
Yeah.
Right?
At that point, I knew that it would almost in a sense ruin my life. I finished school or theological studies. I didn't want to be alone out in wherever doing ministry. To hide, I had to. My interest was still very much in men, and so I had to hide what was my interest, and that's why I went into marriage. I never told my wife. I guess I just faked it, played a role.
How would they be describing you?
I wouldn't say flamboyant.
What year were you married?
1950, around 1957.
And how many children?
2 biological sons and 2 adopted daughters. They had just opened comprehensive high school, and I discovered that the new principal they had chosen was named Morris Campbell. Did all of us the same Morris Campbell?
Was it?
No, it turned out it wasn't, no. But I don't know, I was relieved because it would kind of blow my cover in a sense. I thought, this is a dangerous position to be in, but it turned out it wasn't. I think they'd say honest. A man who has got to be a good friend of mine. He was quite an active member of the AA group. And one time he said to me in a restaurant having coffee, and he said, George, he said, I don't know who you are. I see you in different person in different places. And he said, I wonder, will the real George Millard please stand up? After that, I told my wife that I said, I really believe that my true orientation is homosexual. And she said, well, thanks for telling me. And I said, yes, but you don't realize things are going to be different from now on. She moved out of the house and with the 2 girls and found her own apartment in Calgary. And then that was in October. And in March the next year, our younger son was killed in a highway accident. But also genuine. I was on a plane I had doing some volunteer work in Africa, and somebody had a newspaper on the plane. Rock Hudson dies or diagnosed or dies of AIDS. People said to me, it really must be a bummer. You waited all this time to come out, and here's the AIDS.
I was a minister with the United Church from 1957 to 1988, and one day there was a meeting.
Said no, their recommendation, they would not allow a homosexual minister in their pulpit. And I was
too late.
Yes, I was kind of aghast, but I was also angry. And I said, I just wanted to get up and shut the door tight and turn around and say, listen, you bastards, some of you know damn well that I'm gay. And how can you possibly make a resolution like that? Dismayed at the lack of support, but also my own sense of integrity. I was honoring that and saying, I'm not going to play this game where they knew and wouldn't say anything, and I knew and didn't say anything, and just be free of it all. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last.
I met my first partner, Lou Rivera, while living in San Diego. We were a couple for 10 years or so.
Locally, they tend to be rather standoffish and skittish about commitment. I'm on the way to Palm Springs.
Is there a trip to Germany in the future?
No, not to Germany. I've been talking to a very nice fellow from Morocco. A very nice guy, and I'm quite pleased that he's interested in me, likes older men. And it's fun. The only problem is I'm running out of time.